I just wanted to take you through, as we're going around the world today, that we'll be covering about 200 years of music and going from Central Europe to Russia to China to South America and ending up back here at home in the United States. We're going off to Russia, which is this big purple area here. Russia is a huge country that spans part of Europe and part of Asia. But we're going to listen to a piece of music by a Russian composer named Dmitri Shostakovich. And when he was a young man, he became famous as a teenager for writing a symphony that was very unusual for somebody 16 or 17 years old to write. So this is a picture of Shostakovich as a boy, and he might look familiar to you. Right? That's Shostakovich. That's Harry Potter. They both have their own kind of magic. This is music that reflects the terror of war, but at times includes moments of everyday life, because even during war, there is everyday reality that could sometimes be exciting or it might be scary. So listen to this sometimes happy, sometimes scary music by Shostakovich, written during World War II.
Today, the Newstead Trio performed for our entire fourth grade class, which was about 100, 120 students. And the looks on their faces were in disbelief of this group. Again, it gives them something to aspire towards, especially for my string students. So the fact that the Newstead Trio is willing to go into schools, especially some of these schools that don't have the budget to bring in outside performing groups, is excellent.
Well, now we're going to move on to China, and another very large country with perhaps the largest amount of people in the world. And we're going to hear music by a composer who's a friend of the Newstead Trio. He was born in China, but now teaches near New York City. His name is Ping Jin. Here are typical kinds of buildings from China. And they have this tiered structure with the different levels of roofs and the curves and points at the end. This is what is called a pagoda, very recognizable as Chinese style of architecture, with many layers of roofs like this. But no matter where it is, it's always going to look Chinese. Even this one, which is actually not in China, it's actually on a mountain outside of Reading, Pennsylvania. The most famous building in China actually isn't a building at all, it's a wall. The Great Wall of China is about 5,000 miles long, which is almost twice the distance between here and Los Angeles. Now, Ping Jin wrote this lullaby that we're going to hear for Michael and Sarah when their twin girls were born 9 years ago, I guess it is now, right? And so this is based on an old Chinese lullaby, and it's a song that a mother could have sung to her baby in China.
what we hear and what we like is so limited, and to understand that there's a vast majority of music from different time periods, just to take them back and kind of see the roots and the foundation of a lot of the stuff that they appreciate now, to get an exposure to that is so beneficial. Just to broaden their musical understanding, to understand that there's so much out there, there's so much before they were even born that, you know, affects what they listen to now. It's important for them to hear that and listen to it, not to forget their history.